Peace and power. Give me 1 minute. I hope everyone is doing awesome. Awesome, awesome. Now, y'all remember, I really don't know how to work this. What I want to do is see my messages, but I don't think that's possible. Yeah, this is weird. Anyway, um, let me see. It's now I'm in an empty hangout chat. Okay, what I'm trying to do is see my comments. So what I've learned watching other um people is to go to the live. That way I can see the comments. Okay. Let's see who up in here. Oh, okay. Here are the comments. All right. So, peace and power to everyone. I just wanted to share some information that I've been into lately. I only have a minimum amount of time, so I'm just gonna go right into it. So what I've been up to is just getting ready to travel. Um, I've been listening to the Hood Mystic, and just randomly, he put out some information in his videos about cicadas. What is a cicada, you ask? Same thing I said. And it's just funny how information will come to you, and I'm just thinking, y'all. Sorry, I got to stop. Okay, how information comes to you. So this is a cicada. I'm going to first show you what a cicada is, and then I'm going to go over and let you hear what a cicada sounds like. Why is this important? Because we're so scared of outside. I literally thought I was hearing snakes in my yard. All these movies, all this programming. So I thought I was hearing snakes. Come to find out, it might be snakes out there, but that's not what I was hearing. So this video says the familiar sound of summer. I agree. I'm just gonna go into. Oh no. We don't have 17 minutes to spend on cicadas. They have a cicada. This is supposed to be videos. But anyway, this is the shortest one. Let's just listen. We don't have 17 minutes to spend on cicadas. They have a cicada. This is supposed to be videos. But anyway, this is the shortest one. Let's just listen. Yeah, I'm sorry. So this is what a cicada looks like and sounds like. They dwell in trees. I'm trying to find a video that I saw. This girl had one in her hand. But long story short, y'all go over to YouTube and look it up. We got to move forward. I only have a set amount of time. Now, with that being said, like I said, I thought I heard snakes in the yard. It was actually cicadas. The Hood Mystic was doing his daily reading over on his channel, and he brought up the cicada. I wanted to share the spiritual meaning. Cicadas, they want to give you the meaning and everything. So first, let's hear what it sounds like. Cicada. And it's a large homoterous insect with long transparent wings, occurring chiefly in warm countries. The male cicada makes a loud, shrill, droning noise by vibrating two membranes on its abdomen. From what I saw, he was wiggling his tail and the sound was coming from there. I don't know. Now, and I did this video before, y'all. I erased it because I had too much in my phone and I was showing y'all some sounds and end up scrolling into some personal pics. So sorry if I'm just surface about it. I was excited the first time. Okay, so the cicadas are the longest living animals, which immediately cause them to be an obvious and appropriate symbol of longevity. This and rebirth are the most common themes associated with the musical cicada, and these symbols are interpreted as highly personal. They speak to individuals directly, not only through their song, but in the messages that their lives send. So, they have a long and transformative life cycle themselves, which is why they are associated with the past and present, metamorphosis, reincarnation, and change. Their appearance and calling may come later in a person's life after a period of isolation and seclusion, just as the insect experiences in nature. So what we've learned already is that the cicada associated with longevity, they do spend most of their lives underground. After staying underground for much of its life, the cicada insect breaks free and loses its shell. Y'all, the other day I was outside meditating, listening to the cicadas because, I mean, the sound is hypnotic for one. So I'm out there laying on my blanket, I'm listening, I'm not even paying attention, I'm burning my sage, you know, I'm out deep in it, right? I got ready to come in the house, y'all, and no lie, the shell of the cicada was in the same container, or I burned my sage on a metal bowl that somebody gave me, or I could have found it in the thrift store, who knows. But the shell of the cicada was in this goddamn bowl with my sage. I was in shock. Not only that, I've also found a whole snake shell, or shedding, should I say. Okay, so the cicada has been speaking to me, literally, because when I'm out there trying to listen to the birds, the cicadas just take over. So they're associated with, like I said, longevity, rebirth, metamorphosis, reflection, change, and go over to, this is sunsigns.org, look up this information about the cicadas, see if anything. I'm pretty sure y'all hear them. They're very loud. You'll be in the woods and swear you hearing a snake, and it's the cicada. It's just the mating call of the cicada. Okay, so we're gonna move forward. It was something else I had to tell y'all. Oh. Okay, so on top of that, I've been trying to get into astrology and stuff. Very hard for me. Y'all don't forget to go over and check me out on Instagram. My page is private. I'm thinking about making it public again, but it's just like all the truth was coming out, and you know, all these other races, they don't want you to know who you are, so they had kind of slick start harassing my page. But I would like y'all to go over and check me out on Instagram. 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna look at your profile. If your page is private too, I'm gonna send a request. Most of you and me follow the same people, so it'll say followed by whatever. That's when I just go ahead and accept it. But if you're just a total stranger, can't have you all over my page prying, poking, and picking because I get tired of having to block people. Now, moving forward, I want to check out a video on how to understand your astrological chart. What do you know? All right. Hold on, let me throw that. Somebody could have been saying something. Hold on. Hey, Tuscany Sky, peace and blessings to you too. Welcome, welcome. Oh, and welcome to all my new subscribers. Let me go back over here. Welcome to all my new subs. I neglected my page. Y'all still rocking with me and I rock with y'all. I promise I'm going to start back tending to my channel. What I've been doing right now is clearing out a lot of energy. So that's what I've been doing. Clearing my energy and trying to refocus it in other places, so to speak. I've been working on some stuff in the background. I got some new products coming soon. Y'all check out the website. We are not shipping shea butter, Shea Whip body butter, and all this heat. So I will resume taking orders for the body butter in the fall. It melts. It's a lot of oils that I put into. We can't waste body butter. So, yeah, excuse me. So I'm going to go into, where was I? Okay. Here. Okay, so I'm going to share this. I watched it. I'm going to share it again with you all. We'll watch it together. I got one done. I have it on my desk. Shout out to the Hood Mystic for doing my astrological chart. And this is over here on Mastering the Zodiac.
Wouldn't it be great to be able to look at any birth chart, whether yours or someone else's, and quickly see what the most important components of the personality and overall life experiences are? Here's how. First, you'll need a birth chart. Let's use yours as an example. If you don't have it available, you can use my simple and easy to use birth chart calculator here. Keep in mind this calculator uses the actual size and location of the constellations, called sidereal astrology. So you might notice some of your signs are different. For more information on sidereal, watch this quick video explaining it in detail. Now, let's get started. There are three main components of any astrological chart: the houses, signs, and planets. The houses represent the sky at the time of your birth. More specifically, the ecliptic, which is the path the planets move across in the sky. The houses form the skeletal structure of the chart and are always in the same location for everyone. In a Western chart, like the one we're using today, the leftmost part of the chart represents the eastern horizon, also known as what's rising, or the ascendant. This is the beginning of the chart, and houses start here, beginning with the first house, moving counterclockwise through the chart. Note that there are different house systems used by astrologers. So the ascendant might be somewhere in the first house, or you might notice the houses aren't divided up equally in other charts. The system we are using today, and what my calculator uses, is called the equal house system. It divides up the ecliptic into 12 equal segments, starting from the ascendant. Feel free to use whichever system you prefer. Directly opposite the ascendant is the descendant, which, as you might guess, is the western horizon, or what's setting. The top of the chart represents the highest part of the ecliptic in the sky, and the bottom, what's underneath the horizon, or the non-visible sky. So, what do these houses mean in the chart? An easy way of thinking about this is to say the houses represent the areas of the sky. In astrology, the houses represent the areas of life. Starting with the first house, which represents all areas of life having to do with the self, such as self-image, motivations, our goals, our physical body, appearance, etc. The second having to do with our values, and so on. The houses represent what we might call areas of life. The next component of the natal chart is the signs. The signs represent where along the ecliptic the zodiac signs were at the time of your birth. What sign was rising? What setting? This is where individual interpretations can begin, now that we have two components of the chart to compare. It can be said the signs show the characteristics of the sky at the time of your birth. So an easy way of remembering what they represent is thinking of them as the characteristics of life. From the directness of Aries to the receptiveness of Pisces, the zodiac signs show the qualities that come through our life. The last component, the planets, represent the experiences in our life. These transient bodies in the sky mirror our transient experiences here on Earth. As they always do, these experiences further shape our personality. What house a planet is in shows us in which area these experiences of life occur. What sign, which characteristics these experiences are made up of. In terms of our personality, the houses show which areas of life are major areas for us. The signs, which characteristics are prominent in our personality. The easiest way to think about planets are as the experiences of life which shape our personality. Now let's look at what your chart says about you. In general birth chart analysis, we want to start with the most foundational elements first. In other words, the most foundational elements of your personality and overall life experiences. There are four main components of the chart that show this: your sun, moon, ascendant, and the ascendant's ruler, also known as your chart ruler. Essentially, we are looking for the house and sign position of these four components, except for the ascendant, which only shows the sign, but we'll get to this later. Let's start with your sun and moon. These two elements represent the most fundamental and essential yin and yang elements of the self. The sun represents your outwardly focused, expressive, and masculine side, while the moon your inwardly focused, reflective, and feminine side. Together, these planets make up the bulk of your inner and outer personality, along with the types of continued experiences that influence them. Identify the sun and moon in your chart. They are represented by the symbol. Once you've identified both your sun's house and sign placement and your moon's house and sign placement, use these PDFs to uncover what these fundamental elements of your personality are all about. Remember that the house placements show the areas of life that are important to you and are major themes in your life. The sign shows the characteristics that come through your personality and life experiences. Your sun representing your outward self, and moon inward. Now let's look at your ascendant and chart ruler. These elements essentially represent how your life unfolds and what shapes your personality over time. They are like your sun and moon, except more specifically the life path and life events which further shape your personality. You might think of this as who you are becoming and strongly representing you and your life in the chart. Your ascendant represents the qualities that you are developing as a result of your life experiences. There is only a sign associated with it because it is always associated with the first house. Your chart ruler, on the other hand, is essentially the planet that rules the sign your ascendant is in. The house and sign position the chart ruler is placed in represents a more detailed look at not only what characteristics you are developing, but the area of life as well. First, let's identify your ascendant sign. Look up the characteristics of this sign using the same PDF we used earlier. Remember, these are the qualities that come through your overall life experiences and shape who you are becoming. These are very important qualities to develop in your life. Now let's identify your chart ruler. First, you must know what planet rules the sign your ascendant is in. Use this PDF here to get a list of rulers for each of the zodiac signs. You might notice you have two. In this case, mark both planets, as they'll be equally as important. Once you have identified your chart ruler, locate its house and sign placement just like you did for the sun and moon. Use the same PDFs we used earlier to identify what these areas of life and characteristics are that shape your personality over time. Remember, the chart ruler essentially represents you in the chart and what is being developed. At this point in your analysis, you've uncovered the four most fundamental elements of the natal chart. Analyzing and understanding these four components alone will account for a huge understanding of who you are and your prominent life experiences. You can apply this same process to any person's chart. For those of you who want to take the analysis further, you'll want to look at the major associations that form between these four components and other planets in the birth chart. These are called aspects. The aspects can either be found on the inside of the chart, next to the chart, or both. Here's a PDF of what the different aspects mean for your further analysis. Next, you can look at the inner planets of Mercury, Venus, and Mars. Then the middle planets, Jupiter and Saturn, followed by the outer planets of Uranus and Neptune, and the comets, Saturn and Pluto, analyzing the house and sign placements. Note that as you move further out to the more distant planets,
I keep forgetting I'm on live, so I'm gonna have to go ahead
and less.
Yeah, go over and check this out. That was like so gross, but I'm not gonna hold anything in. Better out the end. Y'all got the cicada information. Oh, I recorded some cicada for y'all, and then I'm gonna go because I keep forgetting. I'm just grossing y'all out, but it's out there. It's okay. I brought y'all something. I want y'all to listen. What? Okay, so I brought y'all that. If you know how to get it off the phone, like record it, it's so peaceful to meditate. I'm literally like loving my backyard. The air has been out for like 3 weeks, so I call it a detox. We've just been sweating, eating fruit, mostly fruit, because it's very hot. We in the triple digits. You as an original person should be eating a lot of fruit and vegetables. That's why I couldn't catch on to the vegetarian craze or the vegan craze. It's because I've always ate mostly fruit and vegetables. So, you know, a lot of people though, I know different people that eat a lot of meat. So I get it. Do what makes you happy. Do what's gonna make you be the best version of you. I still been working out. Good to have me a little side income and having to work out to have that side income. So I'm burning calories. Trying to get myself into the shape of being the best me that I can be, so I can help. I want to help y'all to expand your mind, because if you don't, it's like detrimental that you expand your mind. If you can't get over all the stuff that's been done to you, and all the stuff that's around you that's not even real, and you look into this stuff, some of it is not even real. So you have to retrain your brain not to be so emotional to look into stuff. So right now I'm looking into my astrology chart, and I told the hood mystic that unfortunately at this time it still looks like Spanish, but he did put on here what I would need to do, according to all the signs and stuff. But this is something new. It's something I didn't understand before I got a report done. So I'm gonna really go for trying to understand. I'm gonna manifest some understanding in my life, and that's why I wanted to share with y'all. When you put stuff out there and you really want it for you and to happen to you, you have to put it into concrete. And I say that because I've shared the stories with y'all before of how I knew that my husband would be older than me, how I knew that I would be a mother. And I got to live my 20s out. I was single all the way until my 30s. This is like the first relationship that I've been functional in because I have commitment phobia. You grow, you mature, and this astrological chart is like a roadmap, so to speak. It just points out some things that it would be good for you to do to have the best experience here, because we also know that this is a system, it's a construct. So in order to, you got to have a game plan. You can't be out here winging it. You look up and you're like 16, winged it all the way, and you're spinning your wheels. You have to be able to understand as above, so below. So if you don't understand astrology, it will be a big setback. And that's what I'm trying to clear up, my setbacks. So yeah, just want to share that with y'all. I'm gonna get out of here. Like I said, y'all go over and show me some love on IG. I am Urban Intellectual at Styles by Nina on Twitter. Y'all go over and show Path 11. We're partnering and we are going to make y'all some vibe boxes. So she brought this idea to me. We're gonna partner up and make it happen for y'all, so y'all can have the best experience spiritually. Because everything spiritual we've been taught is the church, and we now know that we can't depend on that. You just look around and see that that was a faulty system, and we stayed with it for a long time. So yeah. I'm sorry, y'all. Feel like someone was crawling on me. Okay. So I'm out here. That was my sharing. Peace and power to everyone. Let me go over here. Y'all, they blocked this video. in 226 countries because Usher was on the video in the background. In the background. So cheeky. I'm in my car, I'm vibing, doing a live, using your platform, and how you repay me is to get it blocked in 226 countries. And I'm literally not selling it, but just enjoying some music. Way to go, YouTube. Okay. Now I gotta see how to get out of here. Yeah. Maybe it's down here. I'm trying to see if I can see any messages. But I just can't figure it out. Okay. Well, peace and power to y'all. And I'm out of here for real.